Hello YouTube, and welcome to my last Lupinranger versus Patranger review. Yes, this is quite a surprise. And today I'm taking a look at the Minipla version of the Jackpot Striker. So this is a movie-exclusive mecha that appeared in Lupinranger versus Patranger on film. And on spelling as E-N, if you want, because hey, it's French. So, yeah. And this is part of the Versus Vehicle Gacha Series 05 line. Or specifically the Lupin Rex line, which of course here's the box here. So again, the VS, I always keep saying Versus, but whatever. So the VS Vehicle Gacha Series 5 Lupin Rex. So we got the movie logo up there. Now the only box, in order to make the Jackpot Striker, they're made from boxes 4, 5, and 6. So this is one of them. So I just want to get boxes 4, 5, and 6 because it makes the Jackpot Striker, and I didn't want any duplicates of the red, blue, and yellow dot fighters. So I was like, you know what, I'll wait. Well, yeah. So I decided to wait. Like I go on Mandarake. I went on to Mandarake, and I actually found these 3 boxes. I was like, you know, okay, let's just I'll get the Jackpot Striker and be done with the Mecha line. So yeah. And of course, the instructions are inside. Which I'll get to that later. So, yeah. So here's a close-up of the Jackpot Striker. You can see it is mainly red with some gold accents and some light blue. Of course, here's the underside. We have the sword here, where my thumb is pointing at. Got this nice gold nose cone. Because we got the Lupinranger logo on there, which of course you can tell this is exclusive to the Lupinrangers. We can see we got there's actually 2 new pieces right here. Well, of course, the one new piece is the sword, which is for the combination. And they got these 2 pieces here with these little turrets on them. And another new piece, which is a crown that goes on top of the dial. So, yeah. Excuse me. So, yeah. You can see there are no wheels in here, only just these landing struts. So yeah, and of course there's the trigger, which of course this is not a trigger machine; it's a dial fighter. Now, if you remember if you bought the deluxe version of this, you know that there are no electronics in that toy whatsoever, because one, there's no need to switch to trigger machine to dial fighter. So yeah. Well, technically, you can actually make it into a trigger machine. Technically, you just got to remove these pieces here, and then fold these up, and flip the nose cone up like this. And you can pretend it's kind of like a hover car, if you will, but it does look goofy. So, yeah, let's just keep it at dial fighter. So, because hey, it's for the Lupinrangers anyway. So I'm just going to plug these pieces back on. Oops. There we go. And of course, in comparison, here is the good Striker. So, yeah. You can see there's a big difference. So, here's the undercarriage, you could say. So, yeah. Yeah, you see, so pretty much in a nutshell, Jackpot Striker is basically just a retool / repaint of Good Striker, just with some new parts added onto it. So, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Jackpot Striker on its own. Alright, so let's start the combination. So just going to prep red, blue, and yellow dive fires as you would for Lupin Kaiser. So, just like that. Put the blue one. Like that. And prep the yellow one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and remove these parts. We're going to remove the crown part, these 2 pieces, and the sword. So, there you go. And from here, it's pretty much the same as the good Striker. So, flip up the wings, flip up the nose cone, and pull them out until they snap into place. separate them, and take this black piece and fold that down, and then flip up this red peg. So yeah, easy peasy. Then from here, we're going to go and put on the red, blue, and yellow dial fighters. Again, like you would make Lupin Kaiser. So, just like that. Now let's put on some new pieces. So, we're going to take these little wing pieces, and you're going to plug them underneath the blue and yellow dial fighters. So, and you're going to make sure that this gold sticker here is facing in on the inside. So, you're just going to plug them in like this. So, just like that. Now, normally on the deluxe version, you would slide them on like this, right? Like you would, like on the deluxe version, you would slide them on like this. But for the Minipla version, you just had to peg them underneath. So yeah, just like that. And there's actually a reason for that, which you'll see when we get to the articulation. Put on the crown piece, and last but not least, put on the sword. And there you go. And there you have Lupin Rex. And that name's actually pretty fitting because, you know, Rex is Latin for king, like in Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, yeah. So, yeah, pretty cool. So, you went from like a basic thief to a phantom thief to a crime lord, as you could say. Just an interesting little transition. So, yeah. Yeah, he's actually pretty cool. Very, very regal, very royal look to it. So yeah, pretty neat combination. So yeah. Now I'm going to part the articulation. Now there's actually these hinge pieces here for the cape. Again, just giving it, you know, more of a natural, because, you know, capes do fly when you run. So, or if you're flying. So you can make it look like he's flying in the air. You can just fold the cape pieces back, just to make it, again, look more natural. So it's actually pretty neat. Of course, the deluxe version never had that. So yeah. But other than that, articulation is just the same as Lupin Kaiser. So arms swing all around, even though you have to be aware of the red dial fighters. Well, actually, you can move them out of the way. So, yeah. And of course, that popped off. And of course, there's the elbow articulation. Here's the swivel. And of course, here's the leg, the knee joint. Even though you have to remove the skirt pieces up in order for them to move. So just like that. Of course, there's a thigh swivel. There's the knee joint, and of course, there's the ankle tilt, or to say toe tilt. So yeah. Now, the one nitpick I have of this is that the feet are colored, have like a yellow, kind of a gold plastic color, but you have to cover them with a black sticker, which I really wish they could. I really wish they could have made the toes like all black. Then we don't have to worry about, you know, putting any stickers on. But other than that, not a huge deal. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for Lupin Rex. Now you may notice that there's these hinges here. There's actually a good reason for that, because if you own the deluxe Jackpot Striker, those panels here that you know makes, you know, distinguish between Lupin Kaiser and Pat Kaiser, they weren't present. And of course, in order to add that, I have the instructions from box 5, by the way. There are these little extra instructions where it shows you some of the parts that are marked with, you know, have an X over them, and they tell you that those are the pieces that you can't use, or that they don't want you to use. So yeah. So these two X's here. These are the panels those are the leg panels, the ones that fold up and down. They tell you you don't have to, you know, attach those. So yeah, like you don't have to use them. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. That's pretty much it for Lupin Rex. However, even though this is the only canon combination that involves the Jackpot Striker, you could actually make some custom ones, or non-canon ones. Like, for example, here is Good Kuru Rex VSX. And of course, this is actually a non-canon. So, of course, it didn't appear in the show at all, nor the movie. So So yeah, so that's Good Cooler Rex VSX, or Good Cool Rex VSX. Now, there's actually no way to store the sword in, but if you want to, you can store it up here. But it's going to throw off the symmetry completely, so... Yeah, so I couldn't find a better way other than to store it, like, back here. So, yeah. So yeah, that's something you could do. And of course, here's another non-canon combination. This is what I like to call Victory Lupin Rex. So yeah. So yeah, so we got Victory having a crown up top instead of the tail fin. Which again, if you make Victory Lupin Kaiser, this was basically the hat of the combination. So yeah. However, the only two pieces that you can attach to are these shoulder cape pieces. So, yeah. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the Patranger base combinations involving the Jackpot Striker. However, there's actually one more thing I want to point out from my EX review, my Versus Vehicle Gacha Series EX set. This is actually the official configuration of Siren Pat Kaiser. Basically, Trigger Machine, Crane and Drill, and Trigger Machine Biker. So, yeah. I was almost correct because I thought that the Siren Pat Kaiser combination would look like this. Just, this thing and the Trigger Machine Splash. But I was almost correct. So, I was almost right. So, yeah. I just want to show what that looks like. So, let's just be quick with it. Let's just replace the Good Striker. And let's bring in the Jackpot Striker. So there you go. So you can make Siren Pat Rex, if you will. Yeah, it's kind of a silly name, but yeah. So, so yeah, that is that. And here's one more Patranger combination, which is Patrarex. Yeah, it just has a lot more red. So yeah. Now, by the way, if you were wondering, yes, you can actually attach the cape pieces onto the back. So you just attach them like normal. Just make sure you lift this tab up. And this is something you couldn't do on the deluxe version. So yeah, I mean, you can make Patrarex with the deluxe releases, but you can't attach the cape pieces onto the trigger machines, the deluxe trigger machines. So yeah, but only in the Minipla version you could do this. So yeah, that's that. So overall, the Minipla Jackpot Striker is a very nice cheap alternative to the deluxe version. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, there's some stickers you have to apply, but hey, that's Minipla for you. It's a very nice special look to it. So yeah, got the nice. I do like the crown decoration up top. I got the nice gold accents, and yeah, very nice and shiny. So well, the stickers the stickers as well. They're shiny as well. So yeah, so not much to say about this. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing that there's no wheels for this. But hey, this is supposed to go along with the well, it's supposed to resemble the deluxe version. So yeah, that's to be expected. So yeah. So yeah, but again, if you're wondering which boxes if you want, in order to get parts to make this, it is again boxes 4, 5, and 6. So if you want to get just the Jackpot Striker on its own, again, the Minipla version, make sure you find boxes 4, 5, and 6. And the best way to find those 3 boxes are on Mandarake. So, yeah. And good luck getting these on eBay as well. So, yeah. So, yeah. And again, the reason why I avoid these 3 because I don't want any duplicates. I don't want, duplicates of these 3. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's that. And last but not least, well, here we are. All the mecha from Lupinranger vs. Patranger are all here. Except for the black sheep of the Dial Fighter family, we could say, which was the Hammer Dial Fighter, which never got a Minipla release. Only a deluxe one. So, So yeah, there will never be a Minipla release of the Hammer Doubtfire. I just want to point that out. So yeah. So yeah, here it is. All the mecha from the Minipla release. From the Minipla line, we should say. So we got Lupin Kaiser, we got Pat Kaiser, we got all the X trains, we got all the auxiliary mecha, all the Lupin Ranger ones, and we got the Patranger ones. And of course we got the Lupin Magnum in robot mode. And of course we got the movie exclusive Jackpot Striker. Yep, they're all here. So yeah, I did really enjoy this line, to be honest. I mean, yeah, sure, the whole Lupin Ranger, stealing the show vibe was kind of a shock, but you know what? That was my first thought when they stole the Trigger Machine Splash from the Power Rangers. I was like, oh, that's it. Now, I thought this was like an interesting little twist in the show that the Lupin Rangers actually stole something from the Power Rangers, which was this. And of course, this actually now belongs to the Lupin Rangers. So basically, you could put like right here. But for now, let's just put them with the Trigger Machines. So, yeah. So yeah, I did really enjoy this Mecha line. So yeah, I did enjoy the whole cops and robbers, theme going on. Of course, I did like how the Lupin Rangers all have their own mecha, which are all aircraft based. Okay, Cycle and Diver looks a little bit weird there. And of course, then the Power Rangers having their all automobile based mecha. And of course, we got the Switcheroo character, which was Noel Takano, or aka Lupin X or Patron X, and all of his mecha are trains. 2 of them are bullet trains, and 2 of them are locomotive based mecha. So yeah, X-Train Silver, X-Train Fire, X-Train Thunder, X-Train Gold. So yeah. And of course, you all know that I just say that the Lupin Rangers were technically winners of the show because of the mecha. Because thanks to the Jackpot Striker and thanks to the Lupin Magnum, and also the Hammer Doubtfire, which I mentioned before. So yeah, now when the Hammer Doubtfire was announced, people got hints of the Lupin Rangers are going to win this show. Or you say that the Lupin Rangers were literally stealing the show. And to be honest, they were right. We could say. Because again, thanks to the thanks to the Lupin Magnum, and of course they got most of the mecha. And again, thanks to them stealing this, you can say they were winners in terms of the mecha line. But in terms of the TV show, they actually worked together in the final episode, helping them finish off the Ganglers, in the end. But, yeah, you can say the Lupin Rangers were technically the winners of the show. I mean, if you want to disagree with me, you can go ahead. I mean, feel free to disagree with me if you wish. But I just want to turn this into a huge debate. So, yeah. So, that's it for the Jackpot Striker. So the next review is going to be a surprise, so we can say, because I don't have much thought on it. So yeah. So thank you for watching all of my Lupin Ranger vs. Patranger Mecha reviews from the Minipla line. So if you want, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. You can make sure you hit the bell icon next to it if you want to catch up to my latest reviews. If you want to follow my Twitter and like my Facebook page, the links are down below in the description. So, I will catch you next time.